Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius's highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in this first week of September 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Sagittarius, first of all, please. Sagittarius, what is going on here? Page of Pentacles, you're looking to offer investment in potentially someone that you don't know, because it's a page. And then Ace of Wands is like this huge excitement, really major excitement for this endeavor, whatever it is. A person, a place, a thing. Are you very excited? You know, this is phallic. It's like everything I'm wishing for. Like, I want it so much, you know, like I'm going to Disneyland. Like, excitement. It's in something new, a person that's new, or place or thing that's new. I would have said that it's a rebirth, but with a page, it's like new. Yeah, it's giving like new person vibes. The Hierophant was upright, but it was sort of like came up sideways as well. So the Hierophant is the card of Taurus. You could have it in your chart, you don't have to. It's about making good decisions based on life experience, being wise, based off of, you know, like I've lived a long life, I've, you know, had a lot of relationships, I've dealt with a lot of, you know, challenges, and now I'm wiser. Now I don't, you know, act on impulse, or I don't act without performing research, or I don't move too fast, you know, like I think things through. I'm wiser now. Like, it's about using good judgment, using wisdom. That's, you know, from the benefit of experience. But it sort of came out, it came out upright, but then it was like in the challenge position when it stopped. So there's something you really, really want, and you're like so ready to invest. What's this? Seven of Wands is being like defensive. It's trying to be competitive, maintain the high ground. You know, like if it was a job or workplace, you'd be trying to go for promotion against your other, you know, your co-workers or whatever. It's trying to like be on top of your game. The Hanged Man is trying to see things from another perspective. We're coming out from the cold financially or emotionally. But the Ace of Swords is like a secret or something that needs to be confessed, or, you know, fog, something that's unclear. It's a bit strange, that. Maybe you're keeping something under wraps, but you're sort of like making an exit plan or some sort of future planning, but you like keeping it to yourself. There's a determination and, you know, trying to be open-minded, trying to use your better judgment. Let's see what comes out for you. Hi, Wanda. What sign are you, Wanda? Ooh, what's this? Page of Wands. What is going on here? King of Cups. Reversed. Are you a Capricorn? Nice. King of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords upright. The Judgment reversed and the Two of Cups. What? What's going on here? We're ignoring a call to action. We're being deceptive. We're being either over emotional or under emotional, but there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement and naivety, deception. Ignoring like a call to act, the Judgment. When it comes to a new love, the Two of Cups. So like, you know, when you're first like dating and then you like fall in love and it's mutual, but it's not enough to be in love, is it? Like, you can fall in love with a karmic, you can fall in love with somebody who's codependent or a runner, a chaser. You can fall in love, but it doesn't mean that it's pure. It doesn't mean that's going to last forever. It doesn't mean that's going to stay healthy. It's just that you got those, you know, infatuation, like toxins in your brain. Like, you're like, I like what you look like. I like spending time with you. I like how it makes me feel. And I want more of it. And it's just, you know, that's very early days. But we've got a lack of judgment. We've got lying, cheating, stealing, or deception. This Page of Wands is like, it's someone new. We know it's to do with a new person. And we're either being over emotional or under emotional, but I would say it's over emotional. But it's like, okay, let's say it's ignoring red flags. Let's say someone's ignoring red flags in the early days, like early beginnings of a new connection. Because that's what it looks like to me. What's this? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands could be the other man or the other woman. It doesn't have to be. It's very Sagittarian energy. Fiery, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, confident, solar plexus activated, assertive, confident. They go for what they want. They like quite confident what they look like. You know, they're ambitious. And they're upright, okay? So this is... Let me just look at the other cards on this side again. Yeah, it's two pages, isn't it? We've got a page on that side and a page on that side. Page of Pentacles this side, Page of Wands that side, and then we've got a Queen of Wands. Because there's a Seven of Swords and because there's new love, And they're showing up as a page, but they're also a Queen of Wands. I'm going to say that this is a third party situation. And this person been very naive because they're in love and it looks like they're the other man or the other woman. Look, there's deception. What's this? Nine of Wands reversed, dropping the burdens. When it comes to soul mate, soul union, there's a lack of reciprocity and we're releasing ourselves from the devil. So this person used to be, you know, a mistress or like whatever the guy, what's the guy version? Boy toy. And they're not doing that. They're becoming assertive and they're coming into their own leadership and they're getting free from what was not a reciprocal situation. You know, not equal give and take, but having to be overly patient, having to be overly understanding, having to get used to being the last on a list of priorities, you know, having to be a secret, having to comply to all these different stipulations, to be in the dark, to get constantly let down. Like, it's, I think they're coming into their power and they're saying, no, I'm not doing that for this new love anymore. Like, the moon is Pisces. It's the major arcana for Pisces, water energy. In the story of the major arcana, the fool realizes that he must walk forwards anyway, even if it's scary, even if it's dark. Things are not illuminated. We don't know what's ahead, but we must walk forwards anyway, must be brave. Okay, because Pisces, this is like illusion and like, it's not necessarily that there's something out there that's going to hurt us. We can imagine that because it's dark and ooh, we don't know. Let me just put a light on. That's better. Let's get two more for the outcome. Queen of Pentacles is the challenge. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is someone that likes security, they like stability, they like predictability. And there's no security, there's no predictability, there's no reciprocity. So if there is, it's very occasional, okay? There's too much, like, against us, working against us here. Oh, hello. We've got the Emperor reversed. The Ten of Wands. What's going on with all these people? So something's been very, very challenging, and the person is, you know, the crown has fallen, they're off the throne, they're not in control. The Emperor is all four kings, right? So they're the King of Wands, like very confident, goal orientated. They're like The King of Pentacles, like secure, solid provider. You know, they love to spend, they're great with material wealth, very generous. The King of Cups, so they're like, they're very patient, understanding, forgiving, emotionally intelligent. What have I missed? The King of Swords, so they're like strategic, intelligent, fantastic orator, lots of knowledge, expertise, like a mentor. But this Emperor's not showing up right, and things have been too much of a struggle for too long. We've reached the end of a cycle. But who is that? Because you were showing up as a page, they were showing up as a queen. Then we got a Queen of Pentacles in the challenge. And then we got an Emperor reversed. Well, maybe when we clarify it will make more sense. Why have they got the Seven of Swords? There was lying, cheating, stealing. This person was naive. They were Page of Wands. They were naive. They were excited. Oh no, there's a King of Cups there. I forgot about that. Wow, so they're the King of Cups reversed. Then they become the Queen of Wands upright. I think they were over emotional about this new love, and they were foolish. You know, they were like doing stuff behind the back of like a spouse, and then they took control, and they were like, or they were doing something behind the back of the person that's married. You know, like with the married person. I don't know how to describe that. They're like the other man or the other woman. Then they take back control, and then they get free from the devil. There wasn't reciprocity. They realized. Yeah, the challenge is like, I want emotional security, and I don't want things to be difficult all the time. I don't want to be a third party because I've got no security, I've got no predictability, I've got no sense of safety, sense of like value. I'm not in control. I'm never in control, you know? So it's like, I need to be the Emperor. Maybe none of that's you, you know, maybe you're the page that... Let's have a look at yours again. You're coming out from the cold, you're very... The cold, you're very determined, Sagittarius. There's just a sense all around, isn't there, like on both sides of like, I need security, I need predictability, I need to be in control. Why have they got the Seven of Swords? Raving eyes. Ooh. Keeping possibilities open, obvious flirt, disrespectful. Yeah, I think this person was very naive, they were very foolish, they got taken for a ride, now they're coming into their power, and they're not, you know, they're breaking free from the devil, they're not putting up with someone that is just constantly cheating on them, they're not doing it. Doesn't matter how good looking this person is, hi love bug, it doesn't matter how good looking the person is, if they're gonna cheat, then they're gonna cheat. And it's not going to make you feel good. All that's going to reflect back to you is like, I'm not worth anything, I'm not worth anything, and no one needs that reflecting back to them constantly, like, no. This person that you've seen around, Sagittarius, they're very high value. They're an emperor, and they're not being treated as one. It's caused a lot of financial insecurity and instability. You know, they were foolish and they're taking back control because they need to. An empire can fall, you know, if you're not keeping an eye on it, can fall overnight. What sign are you? You saw a spirit that looked like a boy. I don't know. You were Cancer. Oh, right. So I've already done Cancer. So I did a live where I did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and I finished it, and then I did a second live where it was Cancer, Leo, Virgo. So you need to come out of this live if you want to watch Cancer. You need to go to the last video that I did. Because in this one I've done Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I keep taking breaks because it's like going over dinner and like, I don't know why, but it's super long readings today. I'm getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. You sound like a right one, you. I've lost my train of thought now because you got me thinking about some boy with red eyes. We're clarifying. Why have we got the Seven of Swords? Why have someone been cheated on? And there's not been equal give and take. They got free from the devil. Veiled paths face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore unknowns. Well, that's what they're doing, isn't it? They're getting into their own power, being assertive, take back control, save the empire. Let's get this one. What lies beneath? What's that? Running away. Someone's a runner, they got raving eyes, they just, you know, bully bullshitter, constantly getting off with other people. Disgusting. Oh, I've done Scorpio. You just need to rewind a little bit. Musa, just rewind a little bit. I've just finished Scorpio, I'm on Sagittarius now. I'm sorry there's a lot of coughing over the Scorpio reading, but I'm not very well at the moment. Long story short. Don't let fear be your driver. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. I mean, the devil's possessive. Yeah, you know what that does to people when you're like, oh my God, like they can't trust the person, they can't relax because they're in survival mode because they're like, they're looking at, you know, other people around me. They're giving people the eye, they're like hooking up, I gotta check their phone. If you're having to run around doing all that, it's a cheater, you know, like, and they're not loyal to you, they're disloyal, so you gotta like let them go. Let them go. Let's get one more clarifier. See, yeah, this person was like stuck in a situation where they wanted reciprocity and they were just like could not. They got like pure trust issues because the person like literally just for the streets. They're absolutely for the streets. They're just disloyal. You know, constantly got their pants down. It's just a vicious cycle. Okay, like just the same shit, a different day, different hour. See, this person breaking out of a karmic cycle, okay? They're finally getting free from the devil. They're like, no more. Not for me. Not this merry-go-round, okay? Let's get... Oh, I'll tell you what I want to do first. This one. Advice for Sagittarius, then, please. Advice for Sagittarius. Whoops. Explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. So you're being urged to, whatever, you know, where you've been going, try something different, try someone new. Okay? Don't go back to the past. Self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. Okay, so whatever you were doing, it's better to just redirect yourself now. Okay, choose a different path, choose new. Sagittarius, that's your advice. Let's get a self-care. Whoops. Invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Adventure, fun, joy, hope, beauty, kindness, love, calm. Okay, I get it now. Be careful what you invite into your life, Sagittarius. Like, don't try to fix people. Don't think like, you know what, I can create stability for this chaotic person. I can heal this person. No, people heal themselves. And then they come to you when they're like, not a work in progress, but they're done. You know, like, we don't want a work in progress because they'll drive you crazy. They'll suck you into their crazy and you end up with this shit. Okay? Could be advice for the cross watcher as well. What will be the nature of this connection when this new person comes in for Sagittarius? Because they're not the toxic one, they're breaking free. Okay, they were codependent and they're like breaking those chains off that the devil had them in. They're not sitting around while people cheat on them. Absolutely not. Unconditional love. Sagittarius, this is what you're going to get, and this is what this person's going to get as a reward for breaking free from a codependent situation. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. That's what you've got coming in. It's really, I'm tell you what, like, the readings are really nice. I just feel bad for Gemini because they got like, they just keep getting like stuff where this person's not ready, but they did get told, I think they got told like February or March for like new love. So it's coming in, but they've got a bit of a wait because it's going to be someone that's already experienced, you know, that needs to heal from something in the past. Oh, let's get a timing for you. When's this new person, the one that's broken free from the cheater, when's this person coming in for Sagittarius, please? What's this? Okay, we're not allowed to know. It'll just happen when it's the right time, okay? Like, that they're obviously healing from a karmic situation. So we just got to wait and let it unfold, okay? But take care of yourself and definitely don't go back to the past, okay? It's very clear. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. I love that. Look how well that goes with this one. That's what you're welcoming in. That's what this person's welcoming in. Because they're not going back to the past. You're not going back to the past. They're not going back to the past, okay? They don't want to be cheated on. You don't want to be cheated on. Whatever it is you're leaving behind, it's the right thing to do, okay? So invite beauty and joy into your life. This one. And then we'll get some positive affirmations and you are done. Answering the call, the time is now. Oh my God. It's a wake-up call. Bring. This is your wake-up call. I love that. Okay, let's tidy away these cards. And just because Wanda's here, I'm going to do Capricorn now. I was going to have another break, but I know she's been waiting patiently. I'm just, like, I'm so annoyed with my voice, like, breaking constantly. I might do, I know this will make people annoyed, but I might do the other two signs tomorrow, you know, Aquarius and Pisces. I don't think I can get through. Quite tired today. I think it's because I was gaming until like the early hours, but I couldn't leave because these guys were being really nice, like getting me cars on GTA that, you know, like modders had like created them, like they don't exist in the game. And they were being dead nice, but like I thought it's going to take like half an hour for them to do this glitch, and it ended up being like a couple of hours, and then I couldn't just be like, "I'm bye, thanks for doing that." I thought I've got to like hang out with them for a bit now. But yeah, I was just like, oh my God. Whoops. Okay, let's see Capricorn.